A very good evening to all who have joined this webinar. I, Abhishek Kumar Bhanu, on behalf of Finance Club, welcome you all to our Finance Club events. Before starting event, I want to give brief introduction about our club, Finance Club. Finance Club started in year 2020. What is objective? Objective of Finance Club is spreading financial literacy, act as a platform for enthusiastic students to learn, develop, grow in the world of finance. The club organizes many sessions for the people who are interested in finance. The club will emphasize various subdomains and main domains like related to finance, investing, trading, personal finance, etc. Next slide. What do you mean by finance? We give basic knowledge about it. Finance is defined as the management of money. Activities such as investing, borrowing, trading, lending, budgeting, saving, forecasting, how you're managing your money and act as a tool to make your life luxurious and beautiful, and act as a tool to give in all sort of happiness, luxury, and make your life easier. Its guide provide oversize the public influence. Our club provide you a knowledge about this public economic, how this economy is running, how trading is done, how money market is doing, how the different markets is working, and how can you get that benefit to our life. What exactly it's related to us. The day you born to day you death. During the birth, you require a medicine, hospitals, everything that all is happening through money. Although money is not whole thing, but it's an important part of your life and it's used for each and every place of your life. Life is a beautiful journey. There is ups and downs, but the vehicles which known as life, for running that, it need a fuel. That's the money. That's a financial knowledge. How it is necessary for us to know about it? It's very much important for us. The people you might seen that people are saying that trading is like a gambling. It doesn't that it's really gambling. It's a lack of knowledge. It's a fact from various reports that 25% of the people in India and overall, very less number of people are knowing about the what is actual finances. Many are saying that we know about finance, we know everything, but the problem is that they're not knowing even the basic things. The elite people or the people who are taking commerce and financial fields, they are knowing, but the large chunks of people are there worldwide that they are doesn't have the proper knowledge and guidance about the how finance is managed. People are earning, they are spending, saving, and giving FD, but they doesn't have the proper knowledge of the trade and how to manage and invest it. Next slide. You must be knowing the author Robert Kiyosaki. You must be traveling through trains in bookstores. You must be seeing the Rich and Poor Dad. He himself is a billionaire and he wrote a book about it. And I am very much inspired from him and regularly reading his journal books and following him. He says financial freedom is a mental, emotional, and educational process. Everything we define in our life, in any part, it's little or more related to finance. Today we are going to start a series we named it as Finology Talk Show about personal finance. Next slide. Personal finance. Everyone you know after graduating they are doing job, business, startups. They are earning money, but it how much it's equivalent to earning money. It's also important to how it manage. For managing, you have to first earn, and its simple equation is this: the more you learn, the more you earn. It's a directly proportional. So it is very much important. Personal finance. Managing income help to understand how money will need for the tax pay, the monthly expenditures, how the cash will flow, and where to invest. What are the bonds are available and securities? How will define it? how we'll exactly do and applicable in our life that knowledge is. We will discuss here with this theme of personal finance. From this onward, it's handed over to my teammate Randeep. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. Uh, so, what I would like to say is that this Phenology lecture series or the talk series that we have actually started is mainly with the aim to act as an interface between world renowned speakers and experts in these particular fields, such as finance, business, and entrepreneurships, and you all, so that you all can ask your questions, your queries, and you all can know about these things. So, now let's move on to the part which you all have been waiting for. It's my immense pleasure to introduce to you the guest speaker of today's event, Mr. Rohit Kashyap. Mr. Kashyap was declared as the best young entrepreneur of our country in 2019 by Google. He was also one of the top 5 youngest entrepreneurs of our country in 2020. He has won the Youth Icon Award and has been crowned with Karmveer Chakra, one of the greatest civilian honors in the world by the United Nations. And with his knowledge and capabilities, he went on to find his own school of entrepreneurship, the Maitri School, where he has mentored over 10,000 entrepreneurs and startups till date. So, without further ado, let me invite our speaker to this virtual stage. Organizer, can I have Mr. Kashyap on stage, please? I think there may be some kind of delay with regards to the internet lag, maybe. Hi, Mr. Kashyap. Am I audible to you? Yeah. So, first of all, thank you, Mr. Kashyap, for joining us in this particular event. So, how have you been? Okay, that's great. So, Mr. Kashyap, you have achieved great accolades and even great milestones, and many of which I couldn't even cover up during the introduction. The thing that I believe we all would like to hear, first of all, is how did you plan out and do so many great things at such a young age?
See, actually, first of all, namaste to everyone who are joining this session through YouTube Live and even on StreamYard. So, see, as I came into this field of entrepreneurship and personal development, so basically, it is not gone as a plan. Okay, like we have started entrepreneurship somewhere in 2015, like 5 6 years back. So it is just started by few of my friends. Like one is my me and two are others who are like my schoolmates. Okay, so like we are just passionate about technologies, like passionate about coding, passionate about different types of machines. Okay, so yeah, so we decided to start like food tech startup. So at that time in our city there was no Zomato or Swiggy like stuff. So we started
Absolutely.
and we covered almost 10,000 customers. Okay. But after that, Swiggy and Zomato came into business there. Okay. So basically, we have created a lot of problems, okay, and to survive in market. So we have just changed our business plan and went to B2B, like supplying grocery items to restaurants and different types of customers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. And even giving them restaurant management software. So as an entrepreneur, we don't need to be stubborn about our idea or stubborn about what we are planning to do. Okay? So we have to innovate with time. We have to innovate with market
Absolutely.
to survive in market. If you want to survive in market, you need to innovate. You need to frequently come with something new. Okay, and see, we have not started as a business perspective. We have just started as an experiment. So we just started as a entrepreneurship stuff to guide young entrepreneurs. Okay, so many of you have idea, like even if you guys are like in college or different types of like working. different types of organizations. These guys
Yeah.
have an idea, but you don't know how to execute that idea. You don't know different types of resources, different types of things that are already available in market, different types of initiative by government. Okay, so we made a platform that we call Military School of Entrepreneurship, where you get guided by the industry leaders, the people like post-study undergraduate Shashank Kumar, and it is also supported by government of India, Invest India, and it is like also backed by several entrepreneurs also. Okay. So and after that we came into also business of finance. Like as you all know, like personal finance is a like global problem, and in India it is a big problem.
Absolutely.
See, yeah, it is not about like earning like lakhs of rupees. It is about how you manage those small money. Okay, if you learn how to manage that small money and invest into right stuff, then you can make it a big in future. Like
Absolutely.
as I'm giving you example, like if you invested in some companies like Bajaj Finance or HDFC somewhere one decade or 2 decade back, now it is
Mr. Rohit,
like 100.
just a second,
Yeah.
if I may, I'm really sorry for interrupting. Mr. Kashyap, there is some internet issue, I guess, because
No,
your voice is not coming in clear. Because we are getting some feedback from the audience that your voice is not getting up clear. So can you just bring your mic closer, or maybe even check your
yeah,
internet
yes, yes.
connectivity or something?
Is I'm
Thank you.
audible?
Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess so. Can you speak once again?
Audible? Is I'm audible properly?
Yeah, yeah, it's much better. Yeah, please.
Okay. So basically, yeah, in personal finance is a global problem, and in India it is a much bigger problem. Like it is not about earning lakhs of rupees. It is about like how you manage that small money. Okay, and like let's give you example to understand a better approach of personal finance and finance. Okay, I'm giving you example like. See, you all guys are like BTech student, engineering student, like yeah, okay, and
Yeah, most of us.
you
Yeah,
will in 1 2 years or next maybe 2 3 years you will get placement in different types of company. You will go for different types of job, okay, and some of
absolutely.
you have also like dream about like to get a job in the United States, okay, or any other country. Like let's take an example of United States, okay. So at the time of placement, Microsoft came to your college. Let's take an let's just take a hypothesis like Microsoft came to your college and just given you opportunity, just given an opportunity to a one guy named Rahul. Okay, Microsoft given an opportunity to Rahul that they will give job to him. Okay, and they will give if he work from India, like if he work from Indian office, they will give him 60 lakh in salary per year, annually 60 lakh in salary annually. Okay, and if we work for from United States, then they will give them $2 lakh. Okay, so $2 lakhs is around you can say that let's take in $1 equal to 73 rupees. Okay, so
Yeah,
two
yeah,
lakh dollar is around 146 lakh.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
so many of us think like 140 lakh is much big, like much more than 60 lakh. Okay, but
Yes,
I
yes,
give an example like if certain pizza, like if we go to the pizza store in United States, okay, if certain pizza will cost us 100 rupees, certain like cheese pizza will cost us 100 rupees in Domino's United States. Okay, that same pizza will cost $100 in India. No, basically it will not cost
mhm,
$100. $100 is around seven
of course,
thousand
of
two hundred,
course.
seven
Yeah,
thousand three hundred. Not cost that. Okay. So how to calculate how much it will cost? So it is decided by PPP that we call uh, purchasing power parity. Means like
okay,
power parity is like what is the average cost of basic essentials in one country in comparison to other countries. Like basic basket, like you can say that milk, rentals, and different types of groceries and different basic needs. Okay,
absolutely.
so
Yeah, yeah,
like by comparison, if you go to the World Bank website and compare, so if you buy certain product in United States for $1, then that same product will cost you around 22 to 23 rupees. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah,
$1 is like if you buy $10 thing in United States. Okay, let's take an example like if you buy $100 pizza in United States. Okay, that same pizza will cost you around 2200. Okay, so
absolutely.
the thing is like two lakh dollar. If you buy some product which is valued 2 lakh dollar, then the same thing will cost you around 44 lakh rupees. Okay,
Okay,
22
all
into
right.
2, 4
Yeah,
lakh.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Absolutely.
which is greater, 45 4 lakh rupees or a 60 lakh rupees? Definitely 60 lakh rupees. Okay, so
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you visit the United States, then you will find that even a product is like more costly than here. Okay, so it is
yeah.
decided by the PPP for purchasing power parity. Okay, so basically, many of like college students and many of us don't know about these figures. We go for for the first time we will think that uh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh dollar is greater than 60 lakh rupees. Then we will go to United States for doing job. But by purchasing power parity, the thing you can buy, the चीज आप जो buy कर सकते हो, वो basically यहाँ पे सस्ता है. The quality of like
Absolutely.
you can say investment on any product is
Yeah.
okay. So this is the example. Like this is the small thing we don't know about finance. Okay, and
Okay.
it is like most important. If you go to any other country or even in India, even a small thing about finance matters a lot. Okay, just like a PPP that purchasing power fire. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I guess that our audience must have also found it really insightful and inspiring. So, Mr. Kashyap, let's now move on to a Q&A session that we'll be having. Now, we collected a bunch of questions from the students of our institute, and we shall discuss them. I guess that will, encircle all the various fields of business, finance, as well as entrepreneurship, so that most of the doubts of our audience will be clear. So
Yeah.
now I would like to inform everyone who are watching this live stream that we will be even picking up some unique questions from the live chat. So I request all the viewers to put up their queries and questions on the live chat after this Q&A session. Some of them will definitely be taken up. All right, Mr. Kashyap, let's then begin with this Q&A session. So the
Mhm.
organizer, please provide us the first question. So, Mr. Kashyap, in terms of financial literacy, where do you see ourselves as a nation? Like, can you briefly describe this for us?
See, as a data of financial literacy excellence, global financially literacy excellence center, according to that organization, around 24 or 25 percentage of total population of adults are only financially literate, and not exactly financially literate, but they are aware about financial stuff. So if you figure out that, you will find out that no school, no colleges is teaching financial about financial things. So we are pretty much lacking that knowledge. Okay, that is small things that we are lacking. Okay, and we can learn. We can learn from we have access of Google and different types of program already available in market, so that we can learn about financial planning, how you set up the budget and all. Okay, so as a country, if we see, we lack this knowledge, and we are let me give you an example. Like around only you can say that 2% of Indian invest in share market, but in America, greater percentage, like you can say that 45 or 50% of people are aware about share market stuff. Okay, and even if you find other investment thing also, let's take an example of startup investment. Okay, so total amount of investment that are available in India, only 10% of that investment are Indian. Okay, and 19% percent are foreign investment. But if you see the average return on a startup investment, then you will find out that average return is around 30 to 35% per annum, and in share market around 10 to 12% per annum. But if you invest in FDs, if you invest in if you keep your money in banks, they will give you around 4 to 5% return only. Okay, so basically, we are not aware about these type of investment. We are not aware about mutual funds, share market, even a startup investment, so that we can put money there and earn a greater amount of return. Okay, so as a nation, if we want to succeed in the field of financial thing, if we want to take if we want to see growth in financial literacy, then we need to get aware about these type of investment, these type of opportunity that are available in market. Okay, and if you see like if 100 crore rupees in a startup, like let's take an example, like if 100 crore rupees is already in only in a startup field, okay, in India, like 100 crore rupees, okay, so around 90 crore rupees is outside India fund, and only 10 crore rupees is Indian fund. Okay, so if you see return wise, so outside India, investor will get around 30 to 35% in return per annum, but only in India, if you see around 30 to 35% return, then you will find out that 10 crore rupees only become 13 crore rupees in 1 year. But in a that foreign fund will become like 90 crore rupees, will become like 30% of that, around 120 crore rupees or 130 crore rupees. Okay, so as a nation, if we want to succeed in financial literacy, then we should be ready about these type of investment opportunity available in market. Okay? And these are the small things. Okay, these are not the big thing or not a $1 billion stuff. Okay, you can start with a small taking a small initiative or taking a small SIP or investing in a small company. Okay, and that will pay a good amount of return in future.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Kashyap. Now, the next couple of questions are actually quite related to each other. So I will just club them up so that you can, give a related information for both. So, organizer, please, can I have the next question? So the question is, financial literacy has been left out of our education system at all levels, and you must be knowing that very well. So how does it affect an individual? And, along with that, do you think formal education is useless? That's kind of question in terms of this financial literacy that we have in our education.
See, formal education is not useless. It is also useful somewhere. Okay, but with that formal education, we need also practical approach to society and practical knowledge. Okay, like financial literacy, like entrepreneur skills, like different types of skills that are already available. Okay, so we should, as a student or as an individual, we should go for that also. And let's come to your first question, like how it is affecting the one individual. Okay, so I already given you example of that Microsoft stuff. Okay, so if Microsoft
Yeah,
is
yeah.
giving, as a student, if Microsoft is giving you job, then 60 lakh rupees in India is much better than $2 lakh in United States of America. Okay, so that is a small thing, but it will affect. Like it is like if you go for the PPP value, then you will find out around a gap of like 20 lakh. Okay, like 15 to 20 lakh. Okay.
All right, all right. That's really nice. Okay, so Mr. Kashyap, the next question that we are having is, organizer, can we have the next question, please? Okay, well, personal finance as a whole, since the topic of discussion for today is personal finance. So, how would you like to define it in a simple way for our viewers? And consider that most of the viewers are students and youth mass like us.
Okay, yeah. So see, what is finance? First question is, what is finance? Finance is just a study of money. How you like personal finance is what? So how you manage your personal money? Okay, like if you are earning like 30,000 rupees per month, so how you are managing those that 30,000 rupees? Okay, so basically, I will give you a formula that can help you in managing those money. So you can divide that 30,000 rupees into 50, 30, and 20 through 50, 30, or 20 rule. Okay. So what is 50 rule? So like around 50% of that 30,000 rupees you invest, you invest, or like you spend on the necessity, the things that are
Yeah, yeah,
necessity for you.
absolutely.
Okay, like
Yeah.
your grocery, your rents, your different types of things. Okay, and the next 30% you will invest on the wants, like there are something that is actually not our need, but that are wants. Like you can say that going to a restaurant is not our need, but it can be a want. As a human being, as a person, we all have certain wants. Like we want to buy certain watch, we want to buy certain phones. But if you have 30,000 rupees, invest only 30% in wants, and around 20% that is left, invest into SIP, or which you can say that share market, or different types of thing. Okay, in insurance you can also do that.
All right.
So
Thank you, Mr. Kashyap. So we had also another question after this. That is, organizer, please, may I have the question? Because that question was quite related to the answer that you gave, that how important is budgeting. I think that 50/30/20 rule
I
quite
already,
fits over here.
yeah, already I have already given that, and you can plan according to
Yeah,
your own also. But it is a like global. You can say that rule. If you have 30,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, spend 15,000 rupees in necessity, 9,000 rupees, 8 or 9,000 rupees in your wants, and save that 20%, around 6 or 7,000 rupees, save into your different types of SIP or share market. Okay, you can go.
yeah, that would be nice. All right. So the next question is, organizer, please put up the next question. What are some of the skills which you think everyone should learn at an early age, considering that you have achieved so much at such a young age?
See, first thing is like you can learn entrepreneurship skills. As an entrepreneur, my basic suggestion will be go for entrepreneurship skills. Networking is also important. Your network is your network. Okay, net worth. Okay, so basically, networking with good people, good mentors will help you throughout your career, and you can learn Excel skills also. As I say, entrepreneurship is all about Excel and networking. Okay, if you are aware about Excel sheets, then you can go for entrepreneurship also. Okay, so learn
Yeah,
Excel
yeah,
scheme,
absolutely.
Excel things. Coding skills is also as a generation, like it is a tech IT generation. Information, and this generation is all about information and technology. Okay, so you can go for coding skills also. Okay, and after that all those skills, what you can learn, the most important skills is how you manage your failure. Okay, like we all are like our schools are, what our schools are doing, they are like they are making us ready for the successes. Okay, how you manage your success, how to go for success, but no one is saying teaching us how to manage your failures. Okay, and if you research about different type of people who are already get successful, different types of entrepreneurs, or different types of companies, or different types of any successful people, then you will notice that they have managed their failure. Okay, so you should learn how to manage your failures. Okay, and you should learn how to not get depressed from your failure, or not think about that failure too much. Okay?
Wow, thank you, Mr. Kashyap. That was really inspiring. Managing one's failures is really important, I believe.
Yeah.
So, organizer, please take us to the next question. I think this is a really interesting one. How should a beginner in the field of finance enrich his knowledge and give start to financial literacy? And another question clubbed with it, that what schedule he should strictly follow to make it a daily habit to learn and grow better?
See, how should a beginner start in a field of finance? Okay, so basically, many of you have a like a personal cue. Like if you are only 18 or 19 or 20-year old, why should you care about finance? Why should you care about budgeting? Why should you care about investment? Okay, but if you see for a long term, then you will find out that these are the these are the normal gesture, or these are the normal daily habit. Okay, If you are like, if some of you, like many of you already joined this session, like around, let's take an example, around 50 of you like are there. Okay, so around 10 of you are like people who save their money, like who don't go in restaurant, who don't go for party. Okay, and next 30 or 40 people is like party friendly, go to a restaurant and spend too much money. Okay, so basically after few years you will notice that the people who are those 10 people will be more successful than those 40 people. Okay, so
Yeah,
because why they will be more successful, because they have managed their finance in a more better way. They have not spent their money on unnecessary city thing. Okay, so as an individual, if you see financial literacy or finance is just a habit. It is just a small habit. Okay, so is in share market. You can invest. If you can get even start with your mutual fund from just investing 1,000 rupees per month. Okay, but it will pay a great amount of return in next 10 years or 20 years when you actually need money. Okay, and see, money is like, if money is the most important thing, you can say that. Okay, without money we are
yeah,
not going to survive. Okay, so we all are going to need money in the different lifespan. Like, let's take an example. We don't know, like after 5 years or 10 years we came across some accident, or at that time we need 10 lakh rupees. Okay, so how you will manage those
absolutely.
10 lakh? Okay, but if you
Yeah,
invested in some share market or some mutual fund, then that investment will help you out. Okay, you don't need to ask money from your relative or your parents or any other friends. Okay.
absolutely, absolutely. That's great. And just a follow up of this question, which is the next question, I guess, that being a beginner in the field of finance, it is also important to address the mistakes because anyone can make the mistakes. So, organizer, please take us to the next question. Uh, I think there might be some delay. Yeah. So, what financial mistakes should be avoided at the beginning of planning one's personal finance?
See, go through your plans. Okay, like what is going through your plans means, I have already given a formula 50, 30, and 20 rule. Okay, so many of us, what we do, we think like if we get our first salary, like 30,000 rupees, we think that we will spend all those money and start investing from next month. Okay, but actually next month never comes. Okay, if you are made a plan, just start implementing those plans from now only. Okay, and you can also, like, you can as you know that different banks give different types of returns. Okay, so
Yeah,
find out which bank is giving more return and which bank is also safe. Keep your money in those bank only which is giving like more return. Like let's take an example. Kodak Mahindra gives around 5 or 6% annually, and SBI give only 2.5 or 3% annually to their saving account holder. Okay, so go for Kotak Mahindra, go for different types of bank which give much more returns. Okay, and that small money will give you like, money is like, I already told you, money is important thing. Okay, so having more money is just a good thing. Okay, so invest that small thing is also better, and go through the plan. Okay, at beginning, if you made a plan, just go through the plan. Don't over, like if you are going for a stock market stock market investment, don't invest in only one stock. Okay, like one stock can
yeah,
one sector or one stock can came down any point of time. Okay, came down to any point of time. Okay,
exactly.
but
Yeah,
if you invest in different types, like if you diversify your portfolio, then it can pay you greater amount of return, and it can also manage your like losses also. Like if three of your investment in three different stocks if you invest in three different stock and three different sectors, suppose like let's take an example of Corona time. Okay, like there are different types of sector, like you can say that aviation sector, travel sector, or different types of other automobile sector, which actually down in Corona pandemic time. But there are different types of sector also, like FMCG, that are basically that are all that are
Yeah, yeah,
on that
exactly.
time also. Okay, so we don't know as share market or any investment market is like full of risks and full of pros and cons. Okay, so how you will going to manage those pros and cons by by diversifying. Okay, so get diversified.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kashyap. I guess that these questions clear up most of the doubts that usually people have with regards to finance at the very basic level. So, I guess that after this, we'll be entering into a more technical part. I think many of the people are more interested towards these money market, stock market, and stuff. So, for that, thank you, Mr. Kashyap. It was great talking to you. So, I would now like to call upon Amrit from our club. So, he will be taking it on further. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Randeep. Hi, Mr. Rohit. I'll carry on from here.
Yeah,
So you have been speaking for a long time. So if you want, you can take a sip of water. Then we'll continue from here.
no. Yeah, we can continue from here also. Actually, I have one more class after this session from 6:10. Okay.
Okay,
So
we'll
basically,
wrap it up very soon, Mr. Rohit. We'll wrap it up very soon. Okay. So now comes like the most important part, like the part where most of us were waiting, because the capital and the money market is very fascinating for the people, especially at this young age. But the problem here is that we have students here, and we have a very low budget. Talking about the students to start with, so since we are all students, we get some pocket money and all, and we save from that. So what is like the basic process to start investing in these markets with a very low budget, and how will it like help in future?
see, first question is like if you are going for a share market. Okay. So first question you should ask yourself is that you are an investor or you are a trader. Okay, like there are like around 50 or 40 students that are available that are watching this session. Okay, so
Yeah.
many of you are like investing for just investing purpose. Okay, but many of you are decided to make this thing as your you can say that as your job. Okay, as trading stuff as your day to day thing. Okay, so like
Okay.
let's take it like, we will go by the view of investor. Okay, so if you are like investor, like let's take in a view of investor. If you are a small investor. Okay, so first thing is that even a small 100 rupees or a 1000 rupees can pay you a lot in future. Okay, like I already given you example of different types of stock. Like I give you example of my family. Okay, so basically my father invested around 2000 rupees in uh, around 1995 into a share. Okay, of HDFC or some bank. I don't exactly know, but that 2000 rupees is around, like he just invested by taking just a suggestion of his friend. Okay. So that 2000 rupees is actually valued around 1 lakh 90,000 rupees around in 2018 or 19. So
Oh, that's
basically, so yeah. So if you are just starting out your career in stock or in any investment field, okay. So even a small amount of money, even a small amount of 1,000 or 5,000 rupees can help you a lot. Like let's take an example of gold. Okay, like if you see the price of gold is around 1 or 2,000 rupees back 25 years back, but now it is around 50,000 or 52,000 rupees. So if you invested 2,000 rupees at that time, it is it is valued around 50 or 52,000 rupees. Okay, so even a small amount can give you a good amount of return in next 15 or 20 years. Okay, So you just need to find out. You just need to find out the undervalued stocks. So what are the undervalued stocks? Okay. So basically, undervalued stocks are like the companies or the stocks which have greater potential. They can go big in market. Okay, they can make big in market. Okay, in next 5 6 years. Okay, so you need to find out those stocks. Okay, um, and many of you like there are different types of strategy also available in intraday also. Like many of you want to be a day-to-day trader. Okay, that we call intraday. Intraday is just like investing in same day and getting after getting some amount of gain and some amount of profit, you square up from that investment. Okay, so it is just intraday. So if you go in the intraday perspective, if you go in a trader perspective, so there are different types of strategy like MIS where you can invest 100 rupees and buy stock of of value of around 500 or 600 rupees, around 5 to 6 x. Okay, so there are different types of strategy. You need to just aware about those strategy. You need to just aware about those stocks who can give you greater amount of value. Okay, and it is all about researching. It is all about studying. Okay, like if you see my schedule, like I sleep around 3 p.m. Sorry, 3 a.m. in night. Okay. So after 10 or 11, what I do, 10, 11 p.m., what I do, I just start studying about the stocks. I just start taking different types of programs, different types of online foreign university program on finance, personal finance, microeconomics. Okay. So if you study more, if you learn more about different types of things, there will be like you will get to know different types of strategy. Like the strategy I have discussed, like the Microsoft thing. Okay. So I came to about this strategy around 3 4 days back through a session conducted by like some university. Okay, some university course. Okay, so basically where you we get knowledge. Okay, by taking different types of programs, by reading different types of books. Okay, and it goes one by one. Okay, nobody becomes a billionaire in a day. Even Warren Buffett, it takes around 4 5 6 decades to become that much big. Okay, and he started from just $2,000. Okay, so you can start small also and make it big with time. You just need to have believe on yourself. You just need to research, study, and it will pay good amount of return in future. Okay, and
Okay.
as I said, investment and personal finance, it is all about habit. Okay, if you are not investing now, you will not invest after 15 years. And if you are just starting now, you can go big in after 15 years.
Definitely, definitely, we get it. Okay, I'll move on to the next question. Vardhan, please. So, talking about like our present scenario as a country, we produce like the highest number of engineering graduates every year, like worldwide. So, means how do you see that most of the engineering graduates are like unemployed? Vardhan, the next question, next slide. Yeah. So most of the engineering graduates are unemployed, and also we have other graduation courses like BScs, MScs, and BAs, MS. So how do you think those students, those who have pursued BSc or MSc or BA, MA in different subjects, like uh, how can they attain, like they can go for good jobs and attain financial freedom in next 4 to 5 years?
See, as I see life. Okay, so basically, let's take it my example itself. Like I don't went to a BTech or IIT or NIT. Okay, so basically, I'm just in a preparing for CS. Okay, as a like as an education backup, but my most priority is on, like you can say that, on my startup, and that is actually running good, or different types of initiative we are running. Okay, So as a global scenario, if we watch, then we will find out that it is not important to have a big degree, BTech degree or MTech or different types of degree. If you even have a a BSc or some MSc stuff or different types of BCom, okay, then what you can do, you can go for learning different types of skills. Okay, let's give you an example. One of my uncle, what he's he completed his BTech. Okay, but after completing his BTech, he directly came into the stock market full time. Okay, so basically he just started investing in his college days itself. Okay, so after when his college get ended, so he don't gone for a job. Instead of job, he preferred to go into stock market, and he's earning a lot amount of money in stock market since last 1 decade. Okay, so basically, as a student, if we go for different types of courses, so course and degree is not important. What is important? The knowledge, the skills. Okay, so if you see if you see different types of people, then you will find out they have skills. That's why they are successful. They have good network. Okay, so if you are a student, I already told you, just learn entrepreneurship skills, coding skills. I know different. I know a lot of people like who are in 12th only, who are 10th only, or who are in first or second year of college. Okay, and who are just in like a BA or some BSc. Okay, but they have coding skills, and they are like earning lakhs of rupees, 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees per month by developing some app, by developing some software. Okay, so it is if you see now a generation, what is more important? The more important is your skills. Do you have that skills or not? And I also came across a lot of students who are in NITs or IITs or different big universities, but they don't have that skills, and they end up with a just 40 or 50,000 rupees job. Okay, in future. Okay, so just learn skills. People will pay for the skills, not the companies are now paying for the skills, not for your degree. Okay, and
Yeah,
even as a education perspectives, even like if you just need to complete your graduation, it's okay. I'm not
right.
saying you to drop out. Even education is somewhere important. Okay.
Yeah, like we have to focus on constant innovation side. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on to the next question, Vadan. Yeah, so talking about startups, like we know that you have mentored more than 10,000 people and the startups and all. So can you tell us like how should a person with a startup or a startup idea plan for his finance or fundings? Because the biggest boundary in the stone in the path of a person who is trying to start up or going for with an idea is the funding or the finance. So how do you think like he should plan for this?
See, after our organization has mentored so many students and so many startups, and some of them are investor funded also, and some of them are doing a great. Okay, so the first problem what I found it out, many students or many individuals have an idea. They have resources also. They have money also. Some of them have money also, but they don't know how to go to a step-by-step manner. Okay, they don't know how to implement those, how to change those ideas into product. Then how to make it a brand. How to go for investment. How to go for team. Okay, so basically, what you see, there is a lack of entrepreneurship knowledge. Okay, and entrepreneurship knowledge is actually come across when you implement, when you learn. Okay, so as Maitri School of Entrepreneurship, we are our main focus is on developing entrepreneurship knowledge around the country and around the globe. Okay, so basically, what we how we mentor student. Okay, so if you're just a beginner of on entrepreneurship, you can go for a we have a two types of program. We have distribute all the students into two type of program. First is like basic entrepreneurship. Okay, like if you are just beginner, then you can go for that. Okay, where we actually what we do, we mentor all the students. Okay, like how you can plan for your minimum viable product, how you can do market research, how you can validate your idea. Okay, and the second is like incubation stuff. If you have already have an idea, or if you already have a startup. Okay, and that actually need a like global exposure, or exposure at Indian stage and funds. Okay, so we help them to create a financial modeling, business model. Okay, different types of pitch deck. Okay, so they, and we also connect them to investor also. Okay, so how as a student, like if you are a beginner, how you can get started in the field of entrepreneurship. So first
Oh,
step, what you can do first, most important step is that you have to validate your idea, conduct the market research. Okay, so there are different types of, like you can conduct a primary market research also, you can conduct a secondary market research also. Primary market research is nothing, it is just like talking to your people, talking to the people around you, friends around you, take their suggestion, is they are ready to buy your product or not, is they can afford that product or not. And secondary market research is like reading the industry data. Okay, and many students and many individuals, what they don't do, they don't conduct a market research, they don't research about their product industry, and automatically in after few years they actually, or few months after implementing also, they fail. Okay, so if you get an idea, first market research, create a team. Second, you need to create, you need a good team. Okay, just 4 5 members. I'm not telling you to create a 20 members team, 10 members team. If you have 3 4 5 people, that's good. Okay, and because startup is a team game. Okay, next thing what you can do, you can come with your minimum viable product. So what is a minimum viable product? Okay, it is a raw product. Okay, it is your first product, it is your prototype. Okay, so like for example, if you just started without a minimum product, actually launch your startup and invested 10 lakh rupees. Okay, but after few months you got a result that your product is not needed in market. Okay, so you just wasted 10 lakh rupees, you just wasted few months. Okay, so what you can do in instead of that, you can create a model of prototype of product and show it to your first 50 customer and 100 customer, and take their reviews and make changes according to your reviews. Okay, and there is a book also available on this topic, that is called that book is named as Lean Startup by Eric race. Okay, so you can go and go on Amazon and buy that book and learn about minimum viable product. And if you are like, if you want to learn more about startup in a practical approach, if you need different types of help on pitch deck or financial modeling or business model, and even on investment purpose, then you can go for Maitre School of Entrepreneurship also. There are different types of entrepreneurs who are already run the different types of companies, different types of big companies. Some of them are folks 30 under 30 also, and some of them are awarded by different types of organization. Okay, so you can come there and we will help you out.
yeah, so definitely, we wanted to know about this platform that Matri is providing, and you answered it very well. Now, since we are running out of time, I'll just pick a few questions from the audience, which you please answer in a very brief. Okay, the very first question, it is from Sanket. It says that is MBA necessary to help us to start a company? Like, is an MBA degree a necessity?
See, let's take an example of our own company. So we have around 10 mentors, 10 mentors who are like running $1 million company, and who are folks 30 under 30 also. And the fun fact is none of them are MBA. Okay, and they are like they are founder of one of them are founder of Dehat, which is recently gone funded 100 crore rupees, and which is supported by Bill Gates also. Okay, and
Okay.
one is founded by a 18-year-old. Okay, and he's now around 22 years old. Okay, and he's also youngest nominee to the Padam Shri. Okay, and those all people, none of them are MBA. So from my personal experience, MBA is not important. But like if you don't have a startup plan right now, okay, and if you
Yeah.
are going for education thing, then you can after BTech you can go for MBA also. You can work uh, on in different types of organization. Then you can start something. Okay, and if you want to start it now, then you can go for that also. There are different types of like if you come across the different types of startup, then you will find out that some of them are from MBA background, some of them are not from MBA background. For a startup, degree is not important. Important is skills, important is network, important is team. Okay, so if you have these 3 14 things, then you can go for startup.
Okay, okay. Thank you. And just one last question I'll pick from the audience. And this is a question from Sampath. It says that suppose a person who does BTech from here and he wants to go to abroad and want to study in the field of finance. So which area should he focus?
See, to be frank, honest, I'm not that much aware about this thing. Okay, so I am not
Okay.
an expert to give you suggestion on this thing. I have not went to study in some finance field into some different countries. So find out a mentor who is actually who can give you suggestion on that. So I am not an expert, so saying anything is not good.
Oh, okay. No, not an issue at all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Rohit. You have been summarizing most of the answers very well, and I think that's all for the evening from our side. I like to summarize some major highlights from today's session. So, if someone missed some part of the session, they can recollect the things which we have discussed today. So the very first point was like that 25% of Indians they have the knowledge of finance, as Mr. Rohit mentioned. So we need to
And
like
sorry, I just need to correct you out. Around 24 and 5% of adult population, the people
yeah, adult
who are
population. Yeah, yeah, okay. And and from that only 2% people are there who have like proper knowledge in share market. So definitely these graphs need to go above, and for that we need to organize ourselves in a better way. And apart from that, the second point was that along with formal education, we need a practical knowledge and skills also. So this was like the second thing which Mr. Rohit mentioned. And talking about the budgeting and the planning thing, he gave a very theory of 50 plus 30 plus 20, like how we need to spend 50% to spend 50% on our wants, and then 20% which is our saving. It should be in our investment. It should go in our investment, which can be SIPs, mutual funds, share market, anywhere. And next thing which he mentioned, like we should work on our constantly work on the improvement of our skills. It can be coding, managing, communication, which will help us to get better salaries and better jobs and opportunities in future. Apart from that, he also said that we should avoid the mistake of like just investing in a particular sector. He very well said that you should always diversify your money, diversify your portfolio. Warren Buffett has also mentioned this in a quote. It is very famous that don't put all your eggs in a single basket. So he also mentioned about that, and he gave some very good suggestions apart for the startup. That first step is to validate the idea, the second is the market research, then create a team. That it should not be very big, but it should be a very dedicated team, and work for a viable product and prototype. So I guess, Mr. Rohit, I covered most of the things which are
Yeah,
important highlights. Do you want to add something to it?
yeah. Is I'm audible to everyone?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, so guys, actually, I want to discuss one thing from all of you. Okay, so
Okay.
like you guys are like people. You guys are like started of this financial club. Okay, and
Yeah.
there are different students who already part of this financial literacy club, or different types of people who will join after some time. Okay, so basically, see, what we are doing right now at May 3, we are like we are making a club, small clubs and a small team across the different types of colleges. Okay, so what we call it at May 3 School Entrepreneurship and Finance Club. Okay, so what we do actually, so basically, what we do is like we conduct session on this entrepreneurship and financial stuff, like programs on this entrepreneurship and finances, personal finance stuff frequently, like once or twice in a month. Okay, so you can get a like step by step procedure. Okay, like I in this session I already I given you a whole industry perspective. I'm not giving you like a specific thing that can you learn and get it executed in field of personal finance and entrepreneurship. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I want to know, I want to ask you, all of you, like if we collab with your college at some point of time, and if we as a student, like if you guys as a student and as a company, if we guys come together and uh, help people to get entrepreneurship and financial skills, what do you think about this?
Yeah, definitely. I think it will be a great opportunity for students here as well. Like, although we have a team here, but we are expecting many more students to come along with it. And so I think it will be a like very good opportunity, and we can take this relation ahead also.
Yeah,
So I
sure.
believe it will
So,
be very good.
yeah. So on this, we can connect after a few times. I will connect to your core team member. Like I will connect to Randeep itself. Okay, and then we can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
forward on
Randeep,
this. Okay.
yeah, he is from like our team. You can connect him anytime you want, and he'll be conveying the message. Also, like
Yeah,
we would have definitely like to meet you in person because since all of this COVID and lockdown thing, we had to organize it online. But definitely, we are also looking forward to host you here in our campus as a person, so we can collect more information and share it among the students here who are in need. So
yeah, sure.
I'll, yeah, and I'd like to like especially thank you once again, Mr. Rohit, for joining us and for taking out time from your like weekend. Already, we know your schedule is so packed. So thank you once again for joining us. And we'll for all the viewers who are watching, we'll be sharing his all social media platforms and handles link in the description. You can yourself also contact Mr. Rohit and connect with him and follow him because he's an influencer. He talks stuffs and where he's very inspiring guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I think with that we can end this session. Okay, Mr. Rohit.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening and thank you, everyone. We'll be organizing many such events in upcoming weeks. Like today, it was in a broader prospect. In the upcoming weeks, we'll go in dive deeper into different aspects of personal finance, as well as we'll go to everything in a one by one. So I want
Okay.
you all to stay connected and through our social media handles, YouTube, Instagram, and WhatsApp groups which we have, we will update you there. Okay, thank you and everyone whoever have joined and stayed with us for this long. Good evening and bye.